Hello and welcome to WALB News Now. My name is Lorenza Medley and I am here with First Alert Meteorologist Tommie Owens. We wanted to bring you a little bit more about the Flood Safety Preparedness Week. Since today is Wednesday, we will be focusing on flood hazards. If you may not know that flood waters, they do contain a lot of hazardous materials like they can contaminants, electric currents specifically can go through those. If you're stuck in one in your car, make sure to find higher ground. Tommie, can you tell us a little bit more about these hazards?
Well, you touched on it a little bit there when it comes to whenever we have like very powerful storms. Sometimes they come with like damaging winds or tornadoes, and flooding can happen as well. And that can take a lot of debris out with it, knock down those power poles, which then live electrical wires are possible to be in there, and then that could lead to the opportunity for some electrical shock that could happen. So this is why one reason you don't want to walk through flooded waters, and you don't want to take your car through it as well. Something else you can think about is whenever we have these very powerful storms, you have debris that includes like people's yard furniture that might get swept away from those flood waters. Also tree limbs and other things like that can be in there that you might not see, and then that'll knock you off the feet, and then you're under the water now, and like that could lead to so many problems. And so you definitely don't want to be anywhere near flood waters whenever this does happen. So you just remember, it's easy for a car to get swept up after 1 foot of water. Now typically whenever you're like walking through water, it's not that high, maybe like a knee deep, foot deep, but like any water that's electrically charged that you come in contact with could lead to very harmful consequences for you. Just like you don't want to be outside during a lightning storm. You don't want to be outside trying to walk through floodwaters when you don't know where the power's out, where the electricity's down. That could flow all the way down to where you are. It's good to just stay safe and stay away from flooded roadways, waters, like wherever you can be. Just stay away from it as much as possible.
I think one thing to also take into account is you may not know how deep the floodwaters are as well.
I mean, you might get to your feet like at the beginning, but like you go just like 3 feet. I mean, 3 steps in, like you could be waist deep. You know, it's very, very big. You do not want to. You don't want to underestimate things like this. You just want to stay more cautious than less cautious, I like to say.
Yes. And like we said yesterday, turn around, don't drown. That's
Biggest
always a good thing to go.
One thing we could do is we can also go ahead and look at this week's weather. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you. We are going to be seeing an opportunity for some showers this week. It looks like on Thursday and Friday, we have chances for some rainfall to pop up here in Southwest Georgia. Best day going to be on Friday. And this is going to go ahead and look at what that's going to present to us. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. This shows you around Thursday, gives you a good idea of what Thursday looks like for us. It's going to be showing a lot of cloud cover out there, very different from today. We saw plenty of sunshine moving across the area. Mainly going to be seeing those rain chances kind of pop up later in the day, mainly getting into the afternoon and evening time frame, but not as widespread as even what we saw yesterday. It's really going to be just very spotty showers, if anything, for our Thursday. Mostly cloudy skies out there, high temperatures getting into the 60s. Now let's go ahead and look at Friday, because Friday is going to show you exactly what we're talking about too, because notice what we're seeing by the morning time on Friday. Still seeing a few showers out there, and then more showers moving in as a frontal system begins to push through the area as we go on into the afternoon and evening time frame. With this, we're not expecting any strong to severe storms at this time, but we're going to be keeping a close eye on these storms as anything can develop when it comes to like gusty winds and also like some very heavy rainfall out there. So it's something that we're going to keep a very close eye on as we move into the later portion of this week for you. But once we get through with Friday afternoon and evening, we're going to be done with the rainfall. We're going to go back to clear skies, and it's going to be fairly cool out there. Here's a look at forecast rain totals as we move into Friday, expecting the further north you are to have more chances for some higher rainfall, and also the further south that you are, less chances for some of those higher rainfall totals out there. Something that we have been watching here at WALB to keep you updated and informed on that. So that's what I have for today when it comes to weather-wise. So definitely going to keep that umbrella handy for tomorrow, and also Friday is going to be really that day. You're going to need that rain gear, those umbrellas, whatever you like to take whenever it's raining. Make sure you just have those things prepared. Check on those windshield wipers. They might be kind of full of that pollen. You might want to wipe those off from those. So, and go ahead and like look at that as well. So that's the big thing that I had for weather-wise today.
All right, and then you can also find the weather forecast that Tommie was saying on our app. You can also find it on our website on the homepage. And moving on, our local school, the Sherwood Christian Academy, their first mock trial team just passed the district competition, and they are moving on to state. So I want to show you that article that we posted yesterday. So this is their mock trial team, their very first, keep in mind, mock trial team for this academy.
I mean, all look very intelligent. They know what they're doing. Like,
Yes.
I wish I did something like this when I was in school. Kind of jealous. It looks kind of fun, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. That mock trial will be in Gwinnett County from March 18th to March 19th. Tommie, I actually did do that when I was younger. I did a mock trial. It was fun.
Like that. So, how well did you do?
My team won our case. We won our case.
Look, see.
But granted, it was a very easy case to win. And granted, our victim was very convincing. She gave a 5-minute speech. So
you know what these young men and women are going to be doing out there in Gwinnett County. I hope they come home, and so they're going to be going after taking first place. They will be going to on the March 18th, 19th. Okay, so
yes,
looks like I'm excited to see what they do. Hopefully they bring us a win here at Sherwood Christian Academy. I really hope they do that. Yeah.
Yes. And then I do also want to showcase the poll today. As you may have noticed, it came in a little later in the day, but that's okay. We still had our poll answers in, and Sweet Tea took a marginal lead since we had pretty hard choices today, which were lemonade, sweet tea, and an Arnold Palmer, which is the mix of the two.
Yes, and I know something that we were talking about earlier a little bit here is that some people were like, you know what, if I didn't have to choose any of them, water would be an option. And I was like, I'm a very avid water drinker. I love me some water over anything else. But if I had to choose between the three that we have available, I actually would choose lemonade.
I would choose an Arnold Palmer. It's always hard for me to say that. An Arnold Palmer.
I mean, not bad, but I prefer,
Your water.
as a Southerner, I feel bad to say that sweet tea is not my favorite thing in the entire world. It's not my favorite thing.
You heard it first here,
folks. I did. I'm like Riley Armont in the Milk First. I don't like sweet tea that much, so.
No, yeah, I love myself some sweet tea though.
I'm glad that someone here does enjoy sweet tea. Now I'll drink it every now and then, but it's not my top favorite. But it's okay.
If it's too much sugar, it's never enough, you know. But you can find this poll on the website and on Facebook. It's still there. It's going to be there to the end of the day on the website. And what was I going to say? That of course, my name is Lorenza Medley,
and my name is Tommie Owens.
And as always, stay safe and have a good day.